Hey y'all, IrixGuy here, and I appreciate all your questions. And to make things easier for all my fans, what I'm doing is I'm responding to a couple of very popular and recurring questions. Those questions are, hey IrixGuy, which camera equipment do you use? And hey IrixGuy, how do you edit and export your videos in 4K mostly for YouTube? So what I've done, you can check the link within this video's description, and you can find all the current camera equipment that I'm using, as well as my video editing workflow. So that's editing the video, exporting the video in preparation for YouTube upload. So I don't consider myself to be a professional, but what I do know is that following this workflow and using this equipment has enabled me to better enjoy the video content that I create on IrixGuy's Adventure channel, youtube.com/IrixGuy. Now, at the time of posting this video, this camera right here in my hands is my favorite. It's the Sony A7R Mark II. And you can find it, the various lenses, the case, and everything. Check the link within this video's description. But also, the cameras that I've used in the past are important because it's sometimes important to start an adventure, in my case, IrixGuy's Adventure channel, start an adventure with a minimal amount of overhead. So for me, starting the channel, in the beginning, it was ultimately, as if you've been a subscriber, you're probably aware, it was more of an experiment. But as my experiment has continued to evolve, I've also personally found the need to drastically improve the quality of my content. So in the past, where I may have picked up a camera that cost a few $100, now, as the result of the channel's success, I'm looking at equipment that's in the thousands. So that's just it's a demonstration of scale. I didn't start with Sony Alpha cameras, but now I'm at the Sony Alpha camera level. So I hope this helps. And again, to summarize my photo and video experience, if you haven't been a subscriber, you may not know this, but I definitely do not consider myself to be a professional when it comes to video or photos. But I definitely do feel that as the product of trial and error, that I've been able to achieve results that I enjoy, that I'm proud of, from both a photo and video perspective. Now, those results are not all the direct product of the gear that I use. But I will say, unlike other activities like playing golf, where golf clubs may make a slight difference in one's game, when it comes to camera equipment, it can definitely make or break someone. And a good example of that is with me, with my recent passion for Sony cameras, and that was it was actually STK's Adventure channel. I was doing a shoot with them in Bermuda, and their crew had Sony gear. And when I looked at the quality of it, and at that point in time, I was lugging around, it was a Canon T3i with a few lenses. So I had a lot of weight on my back. And STK's Adventure Channel crew, they had Sony equipment, these tiny cameras. I think it was the Sony, was it the RX100 Mark III? And it just took incredible photos, and it would fit in the palm of the film crew's hand. So it was really cool. And for that reason, I've really embraced the Sony camera brand. So this camcorder that I'm filming this green screen segment on, it's a Sony. And then this obviously is the Sony Alpha. So it's equipment can make a difference. Now, it's not going to make up for the lack of motivation. Ultimately, anyone that wishes to capture videos and or photos, they've got to have the motivation required to get out to that filming location at the appropriate time, set up the cameras in appropriate fashion, and not become distracted while at that filming location and do other things that don't result in, videos or photos. So, the camera itself is not going to make or break someone, but if you're motivated and you may not be what you consider to be professional, you're not the best at shooting videos, you're not the best at shooting photos, it may be that the right equipment may better enable you to capture content in a way that is visually appealing for your viewers. In my case, my viewers, because I do this for my YouTube channel, youtube.com/IrixGuy. But again, check the link within this video's description. I've got a complete historical record of the cameras that I have used and the cameras that I use today. If you have any questions, if there's something you can't find there, shoot me a message by way of my Facebook fan page, facebook.com/IrixGuy. If you're not a Facebook user, go to IrixGuy.com, the same place that the link within this video's description will take you, and go to my contact page. Send me a message, tell me what you're looking for, and I'll see if I can find links for you. So again, thanks again, and this is just something I put together for my fans, because due to the volume of comments that I get, and I love all the comments, and I try to respond to 100% of them, but due to the volume and being a one-person operation, sometimes it's easier for me to respond personally, but say, hey, check this link out. Instead of having to rehash the same response for everybody, I can say, okay, check this out, and then this page is a living page of mine, meaning that I'll keep it current, and you can go there and find all of my camera equipment. But thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. It's youtube.com/IrixGuy. Y'all have a good day.